Hi, Peggy. I'm going to do list yourself tag, and let's cross our fingers that my camera cooperates. The first thing that really changed my life was the birth of my son, Alex. And he was I had the perfect birth experience. Despite having epilepsy, and I had no seizures, and it went by the textbook. They made me come into the hospital because I was high risk, but other than that, it was perfect. He was beautiful. Oh my goodness. But the thing with Alex is, he had a couple of problems after he was born, and one of them was I didn't know it, but I wasn't making enough milk for him. And so he was hungry all the time, which explains all the crying. And at his well baby check, they told me that he needed formula, which was kind of a blow, but I got him formula because I would rather have a well baby than a starving baby. And the next thing was he had strabismus in both eyes, and that is when his eyes were crossed really bad, like he was just looking right there, and the eyeballs just never moved. Yeah, he knew what was going on, but he just couldn't get his eyeballs to turn around and see what it was. So, um, and then he got to be one, and he was motor fine and gross motor delayed, but not by that much. And he was pretty slow with his speech. And I put him in kindergarten, and he couldn't write. He couldn't sequence. And so I had to learn to think outside the box and learn to speak his language. And that helped a lot. And that did change my life, because for the rest of his life until now, when he's 24, I still have to speak a different language to him, which now includes man speak, but it includes other things too. So that really changed my life. I couldn't be the carefree person I was anymore. I had a huge job to do, and I was very serious about it. And the next thing that changed my life was when Alex got clinical depression as a teenager. And he was cutting and experimenting with drugs, and every day was a big challenge just to make sure he stayed alive. And I think we went through 2 years of that, and that exasperated my seizures. So here we go with two disabled people, and which was really hard. I still had to stay on top of his situation. But we got through that. And let me see, that kind of made me disabled, and I worked, but it turned out I was having seizures every day at work. So this was still during the time when Alex was sick. So after about a year of having a seizure every day, I went to my boss and the director of the library, and I said, please, I have to quit this job. And they agreed with me, so I quit. And after a couple of years, I got on SSI. And taxpayers, please don't be mad at me. I paid taxes for a lot of years when I was working. Not enough to make up what I get now, but so that changed my life, and that's it. So, Peggy, I hope this was okay, and I will see you later. And I love you, girl. Bye bye.